read in the Parsha, the Torah tells us, Yisrael ohav es Yosef mikol banov. Yisrael loved Yosef from all his sons, ki ben zukunim mulo, because he was ben zukunim. The Torah doesn't tell us that the reason why Yaakov or Yisrael loved Yosef because he was ben Rochel. Although Rochel was considered the Akeres Habayis, as Chazal tell us, she was Ikra Shalbayis, she was the main matriarch, and he was the son of that matriarch who he loved more than Leah. Torah doesn't say that's the reason why he loved Yosef, because he was the Bechor of Rochel. It's attributed because Ben Zukunim though. And it's not because, as Chazal tell us, Ein Zaro Shel Esau Nofel El Biad Zaro Shel Rochel, that the progeny of Esau only fall into the hands of the children of the descendants of Rachel, which is Yosef and Binyamin. It should say the reason why he loved him more than all the other sons, because the only way we're able to stand up against Esau, even when the kol is called Yaakov, is what? When we have Zarusha Rachel, to counter whatever Esau represents. So to say Yosef, Yisrael loves Yosef, he's Ben Rachel. Doesn't say that. Because factually it says Mikol Banov. If that's the case, Binyamin is no less than Yosef in regard to this. There's something unique about Yosef which even Binyamin doesn't possess. He's Ben Zukunim. So Rashi cites three interpretations of Ben Zukunim. Either Ben Zukunim means he was born to in his old age, or cites the Targum Uklis, Bar Chakamulo, he's the wisest of all his sons. What does that mean, he was the wisest? Because he was the wisest, therefore, all that Torah that he studied, Shem Ve'ever, Mosalo, that Torah he only gave to Yosef, didn't give to his other sons. Meaning Yosef had a special capacity, and because of that capacity, he only transmitted that Torah he learned in Shem Ve'ever to him. That's Bar Chakimalo. He's the wisest. The third interpretation, Bar Chakim Zukunim, Zivi Kun Don L'Shalabo, which means L'Shalaviv. His face, his facial features were identical to Yaakov, which to Yaakov was an indication that his capacity, his potential was similar to his own. And because he had that potential in terms of being a successor, being the equivalent of himself, therefore he valued him more than all his other sons. It wasn't a question of fatherly love. It was purely in terms of the future, the destiny of Klal Yisrael. Yosef had greater value than all his sons. Factually, the only son who was sold into slavery, who survived Mitzrayim all by himself, was Yosef, because of Yosef had tzaddik. We find, Gemara tells us that Yaakov Tikein Arvis. Yaakov, he actually enacted Arvis Ma'ariv, the evening service. Now, what is Laila? The Gemara tells us Erev or Laila is what? Is Golus. Golus is Laila. Because just as night is a distortion of reality, everything's distorted. We have many questions. Yaakov was the Av, was the patriarch who gives us the ability to survive Golus. The only way we can survive Golus is only with Torah. As the Rambam says, in Hilchos Talmud Torah, Kumi Roni Balaylo, that rise, cites the Pasuk in Echa, rise and call out at nighttime, Ein Rina La Torah. Only with Torah do you have the ability to pierce that veil of question, to give a semblance of understanding of what exactly, why we deserve and why we experience many things. Yosef himself, having that capacity, that he was the Av, he would be the Av of Golus, and that's why he actually prepared for the Golus. We couldn't have survived Mitzrayim if Yosef wouldn't have been there earlier to create the setting that was necessary for Yaakov to come and his family to come. And only because he was the Bar Zukunim, he was Bar Chakim, he had the Torah, and he had the capacity of his father, besides being later in his age, which is a separate discussion which we have to have, because Binyamin was even later, and the age difference were only months apart between Yosef and his brothers. Nevertheless, because Yosef had that qualification that he was the equivalent of his father, therefore Yaakov loved him more than his other children.